Change. Alright. And spawning in the north, in the blue, the Terran. For Kingz, it is Defubion. He's down a game. Will he bring it back? Will he get the ult kill? His opponent in the bottom, in the red for DgPx. It is Jess. Taking down his opponent in the first game. Raimu, will he be able to take down his opponent this time? Gonna be a Terran player spawning on Coda, so we'll see exactly how this game goes. But this was Defubion's map pick. Now there are there aren't any vetoes or anything like that. We had vetoes, and right now they have to play on every single map from here because it is a best of 7 series. So Defubion, he didn't have the choice of Expedition Lost, but he didn't want to play on it anyway. So he's got pretty much the best map he could possibly have here. So we'll see exactly what he goes for. I expect him to go for just a straight up 3cc bio because it is pretty good on this map, and the reason for that is the fort base is kind of difficult to take. This fort base is really far away from the Zerg main base. On top of that, this base, like, it's gonna get dropped right here, and this base is also gonna get dropped. And this base is not the best option for fort base either for Zerg there, just because this base is pretty close to the third of the Terran player, especially if he tries to take a aggressive expansion. So I don't know, I'm really split on this map. I don't know if it's a good map for Zerg or Terran. I think it favors Terran very slightly, very slightly, but it is a pretty standard map overall. It is almost exactly like Overgrowth in that you have the small choke area near your fort, which you did have on Overgrowth, and then your main is relatively exposed. It's not too exposed. But this map also has this watchtower. This high grass over here, it is very annoying for creep spread as well. I have to point this out. And Terran players usually gonna have this once they start clearing the creep out. And after they have that watchtower, you can't really sacrifice any units to move into that. Like, the high ground really makes it very difficult. Oh, he's actually going for marine opening right now, and this is gonna kill this overlord. Yeah, this overlord is gonna die. I'll talk about the well, he could actually retreat to the high ground. Yeah, there we go. He's going straight to that high ground. He should be able to survive. This overlord, you're a very lucky overlord. He's gonna get away with that. I actually like to just put it over here and then put the overlord right there, and put the second overlord right there so that I can see the Reaper coming in. Did I actually wow, he actually went for... Yeah, there we go. He did... No, never mind. I thought he went for some sort of weird move first or something. No, never mind. He did go for the hatch first. Right now, this overlord... Wow, he's actually going for Marine Reaper? I never see this on ladder. What? That is actually very surprising right now. I guess you only really need the Reaper for the scouting information. And right now, that Marine is pretty much going to prevent any scouts going in Defubion's base. And Defubion... Okay, yeah, there we go. He is going to go for the natural base right there. Yeah, there we go. The command center is going to start. And yep, the Reaper is gonna pop in. I don't really think the Reaper is gonna do anything too much here. But there weren't any Zerglings created, so you should be able to get at least some damage done on this drone. This drone... Oh no, oh, he's gonna lose that. Yep, there we go. Rip and pepperonis. I mean, he should have really, honestly, just made that into a sport collar. He didn't respond quickly enough. I don't know what he was doing right there. And looks like, yep, there we go. He's gonna go into the main, try and get some more scouting information, I'd imagine. He's skirting along the edge of the base. I mean, there isn't really anything to see at this point. Like, once you know he's taking gas, he's obviously just going to go for Zergling speed. Like, mining from one gas, you can't really do many all-ins from that as a Zergler. You really need a lot of gas, even for Banelings or for Roaches, to be able to do any significant all-in. On top of that, you always have the Hellions out. Okay, there we go. Hellions are going to start very soon, and he's going for the starport immediately, so he could go for a Hellbat all-in. Is the Tech Lab going to start is the real question right now. I assume he's just going to go for a Hellbat attack. Not having started the third command center, he really wants to do a lot of damage with this. He can do anything. I mean, in this matchup, like, you really want to get that third command center down by now. You can't really go start for third command center without doing any damage. You're going to be very far behind. And a third base is, yeah, going to start for chess very soon. This Reaper should be able to get another drone kill to its name. No, he's going to have to run. Yeah, he's going to hightail it out of there. This guy is going to be the hatchery. He's the chosen one. Yep, there we go. Reaper is finally gonna get yeah, he's done. He is gone. Looks like the Hellions are finally gonna make their way across on the map right now for Defubion. What exactly is he going for right now? Okay, there we go. He did go for the Tech Lab, but he went for... Like, he should have just made it on the barracks, honestly. Okay, there we go. He's gonna have... But Tech Labs don't really take too long. Is it, what, 25 seconds or something? They don't take very long. And yep, there we go. I mean, I guess I could check right now. Yeah, 25 seconds. So they don't take too long, but they still do take some time. And right now, it looks like he's going to start the Banshee. The important question right now is if he's going to go into mech right now. Chess would really like to know that. On top of that, if we are going to see an army come down very soon by Defubion or not. He hasn't started the Banshee yet. He's going to need to start that very soon. I mean, that's actually very surprising to me. He hasn't started that. Like, this build seems unoptimized to me. I'm just going to point... yeah, this isn't the kind of build that I see too often on ladder. Single Marine into a Reaper. That happens maybe one game out of 20. But yeah, there we go. The Banshee is going to start, probably going to rally to the Watchtower and then move in, try and get some damage done. I mean, Chess, he can't really take too much damage. He's already got Riches out, he's got Spore Colors down. I mean, he hasn't actually scouted at all, he just, I guess, assumed that this was happening. I mean, when he didn't see the third command, so I guess that is enough. Or he's just playing safe. I mean, he's only made the Spore Color in the main base and probably the natural. Yeah, he never made it at the third base. He's gonna need to get either Spore Color between the bases or at the third itself. And right now, these Hellions are preventing any aggression from hitting Fusion right now. Looks like he's gonna move in with the Marines. Is he actually going to transform the Hellbats? I mean, yeah, there we go. The armory did is finished right now, so he is gonna go for that Hellbat Marine attack. And I don't think it's gonna do too much. Like, just he really needs to produce a lot more riches. Okay, there we go. Finally gets the scouting information. Doesn't see a third command center. Sees all these production facilities. He's gonna start to make riches immediately. No, man, he's overdrawn. He is way overdrawn right now. He's gonna need to try and get these Hellions before they transform into Hellbats. Doesn't get a single one of them. He needs to... okay, Spire is gonna finish. That's gonna buy him some time, but how is he gonna deal with these Hellbats now? They're transformed and they're gonna try and move in right now. Okay, I guess the Spore Color is gonna ward away most of this army. Gonna scare that off, but I mean his third base is kind of exposed still. He doesn't have enough units. He's got a single roach producing right now. He's got 7 roaches, 8 roaches against the army right now. 9 Hellbats. I don't think this is gonna work. And yeah, there we go. He's gonna try and move in. And those queens, the transfuse queens are in the front. They're taking too much damage. Oh man, he didn't even transfuse any of those queens, and now he's gonna lose pretty much everything. He can't really defend anymore versus the Banshee. The Banshee is just gonna wreak havoc on top of these roaches. The Marines stay alive. They're the real damage dealers. The Hellions were just tanks right there. And right now it looks like the Spore Color is going to try and move forward, but how's he going to deal with the Marines? They're just going to absolutely shred the Spore Color before he even gets into Storm. Yeah, they finished quite quickly. He's going to lose one of the Banshees right there. I guess he's just going to stay here. He's going to get a lot of damage done with these Banshees, and that's the important part right there. At the back of this, he's going into mech. He has tried +1 attack. This is also information that Jess would like to know, and he does have, yeah, he has a Changeling. He knows it's mech. Okay, yeah, there we go. Spore Color should be able to burrow and should be able to ward away the Banshee. He should still try and do some damage with this Banshee. I mean, he could like try and poke at the main. We'll see if he does that or not. He pulled all of his queens as well. Lost. I mean, I'm actually curious as to the units lost at. He lost 3 queens, 11 roaches versus just 10 Hellbats. That's nothing. These units aren't going to be very valuable later on in the game. Like, especially not against like a mass roach flood or something. Only 5 workers were killed though. So Defubion didn't do too much economic damage, but he did do some damage to the army. Oh wow. Some of the roaches did actually make it all the way across. And he's actually going to get some reverse damage, some counter damage done to the turn there. But he's keeping most of his SCVs alive. He's going to lose quite a few more though. Like, those Hellions just don't deal enough damage. I really expected him to just move into a tank after that, or just continue his Banshee production. There we go. Should be able to clean that up now. The rest of the riches are going to back off. And ooh, he did actually go for the Mutalisk right there. And 2 Thors are going to complete. That should be more than enough to be able to deal with this Mutalisk. He should actually still get some units down. And looks like, yeah, he lifted, I think, both command centers. Oh no, hashtag flubs. And okay, these Mutalisks are going to actually make their way into the main, and there's absolutely no defense in position. Nor is there, like, he doesn't even know about this right now. He hasn't scouted at all. And yep, there we go. The Mutalisks are going to make their way in, and the missile turret's only just now starting, only 20-30% done. Where are the Thors? They're still at the natural. Finally going to start moving in, and oh man, a lot of economic damage done. Look at that, 17 workers killed. And he can't really, he's gone for a lot of Mutas, and there are no SCVs to be able to repair these Thors. He's going to actually pick off both of these Thors. There are only 3 SCVs, that's not enough. Not against the Mutalisk count. 1 Thor to 12 Mutalisks, that's not going to work. Oh man, I think he's actually pretty much dead in the water right now. He has no anti-air at all to be able to deal with these Mutalisks, and he's just absolutely annihilating right now. A counterattack is gonna happen by Defubion, but he's got what, 3 aliens. Like he's got enough roaches to clean this up on the like. If roaches could shoot up, they'd kill the banshees at this point. Like even those aren't gonna do anything versus this deck. And he's got queens. He should be absolutely fine. Looks like the main is gonna get targeted down by chest. He's not even gonna go to the natural. Like there are 4 turrets there. Pretty good choice, I'd say. Okay, finally the banshees are gonna make their way into the main. One of them is gonna fall immediately. The queen is gonna die, but I mean, Defubion knows it is.